Wagwan, everybody. This is your boy Rome. Welcome back to the Fourth Official, that place where you can get that Jamaican American views on football with a heavy bias towards Manchester United. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember, please drop a like on the video, subscribe somewhere down there if you're new, spread this with your friends. Today we're gonna briefly brush on the transfer rumors that's going on in England right now. But our main focus today will be on the Euros that's coming up. Now the Euros will begin on Friday. Ironically though, we won't be talking much about football today, but we'll be talking about the players, their protests at the beginning of the games, and the wonderful reception that they've been getting from the English fans. So mostly we're going to talk about the English team and the English fans and their reception. So without any further ado, referee, blow the whistle, let's go. So first we'll talk on the three teams in England right now that transfer rumors are running ragged about. There's a lot of rumors out there on Chelsea, there's a lot of rumors out there on Man City, and also a lot of rumors on Manchester United as well. So first let's talk about the Chelsea rumors. Now Chelsea is rumored to be very interested in Erling Haaland, and I think Erling Haaland would be one of the key aspects that Chelsea needs to improve their team to make it one step further. And with them being champions of Europe, they have a major pull, and we know Erling Haaland loves the Champions League, and I think he would love to move to a Champions League winning team. However, it's going to be one heck of amount of money to bring him to Chelsea. And I can see Roman Abramovich spending that money, making it happen. So yeah, today the rumor circulating around Chelsea is that they're very, very much interested in Erling Haaland. And as a Manchester United fan, don't want to see it happen. Yeah, and in other news, Manchester City, there's rumors going about that they might be probably interested in Jack Grealish. Again, this is a transfer that I do not want to see happen. I'd prefer Jack Grealish at Manchester United with Pogba going somewhere else. But at this point, it seems as if Manchester City are in the driving seat to acquire Jack Grealish. And with Jack Grealish playing for Pep, one can only say the end is near. You know, we'll never see a championship again if that happens with what's going on at Manchester City if Jack Grealish goes there. And that would be the same if Harry Kane goes to Manchester City. And those are rumors that's not seeming to go away. It's rumored that Harry Kane is going to officially hand in a transfer request. Spurs is asking for a whole lot of money to bring him in. Spurs themselves are struggling to bring in a coach. But I, for one, would love to see Harry Kane at Manchester United. Manchester City now does not have a striker. It doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be going for a striker because they played the entire season last year without a striker. However, if Pep Guardiola is going to go for a striker, one would think that that's the striker he would go for. So I don't know. We will see. And lastly, the team that we'll talk about in this transfer roundup is Manchester United, the biggest team in England. So a round of applause for Manchester United. Thank you very much. But yeah, Manchester United is currently consistently and will always be linked with Jadon Sancho. Rumors are going about again. One day it's close, the next day is not close. We don't know, but right now they're still continuing to be linked with Jadon Sancho, and we look forward to see that deal coming to a close. They're also linked with Kieran Trippier. They're also linked with Rafael Varane. Those are the three players that they're heavily linked with right now. We reach halftime in the program, and now we'll go on to the second half. And in this half, people, we're going to talk about the English team, but not necessarily about the football they play or how Gareth Southgate is a madman when it comes to team selection and picking his squad. No, we're going to talk about what happens before the game and the reception the team has been getting from the English fans. Now, as you know, the world has been struggling with COVID for the past year and a half. And what COVID did was COVID stopped football from playing in early March for like 4 or 5 months. And during that time, the world saw the George Floyd protests going around. And one of the things that came out of that protest was when the football came back, players decided that at the beginning of the game, they're all going to collectively take a knee to protest injustice towards Black lives and say Black lives do matter. And that was the idea behind it. The players wanted to show solidarity towards the movement and to show that they care about their fellow players, they care about their fellow countrymen, and that people should start looking into institutional racism. So fast forward a year, when vaccinations are going about, the COVID cases are going down, and there are more and more fans being allowed into the stadiums. And we saw a little bit of it in the Premier League games when the fans started to come back. However, it's a whole lot more prevalent now that when the players take a knee, a portion of the fans start booing the players for taking said knee. people, after seeing what the world has been through for a year, would understand where the players are coming from, would understand that there are black players on the field and white players are kneeling in solidarity with those players to show that we understand what you're going through, and even though we're not going through it, we want to be there for you. But the fans are booing the players on the field. And to make things worse, these fans are justifying what they're doing by saying they're not booing because they don't agree with, equality with black people. They're booing because the Black Lives Matter movement has been taken over by Marxists, and they're making money off the movement, and the movement has lost its cause. Well, how are you going to tell someone that what they're protesting is not valid? Like, how do you come in and see me taking a knee because my stomach hurts, and you're going to tell me, no, you're not taking a knee because your stomach hurts. You're taking a knee because someone else's stomach hurts. How does that make sense? If that is not the definition of white privilege, I don't know what is. But you know what it is, people? The real truth behind it is that these people, these fragile human beings, the reason why they're doing this is not because they feel like the movement has been taken over by Marxists. No, they throw the word Marxist and everything just so they can justify their wrongdoings. They're doing this because they have never and they will never believe that Black Lives Matter. They don't believe that it's institutional racism that's a plague towards black people. And that's why they do it. They don't want to be called out as racist. Hence they try to say, oh no, we're not booing because we don't like Black Lives Matter. We're booing because the movement has been corrupted by Marxists. You live in England. The Black Lives Matter movement was started in the United States of America, prompted with the Freddie Gray death in Baltimore, Maryland. You know nothing about the Black Lives Matter movement and what they stand for. The Black Lives Matter movement has a platform that covers a variety of injustices towards people of color. So when people take a knee saying they're standing in solidarity towards Black Lives Matter and you boo it, it shows us all that you're racist, and that's it. And we are yet to hear anything from FIFA regarding these racist fans. Again, you will ban Kieran Trippier for months because his friend bet on him signing for Atletico Madrid. But you won't kick these fans out who are absolutely disgustingly racist. FIFA needs to be held account. UEFA needs to be held to account. We need to stop this. Somehow, some way, the crime of racism does never ever fits the punishment. We need to stop. We need to, as fans, as patrons of this world, as patrons of this earth, breathing oxygen, we need to take a stand. But people, let's leave this on a high note. Let's go into extra time real quick. Big shout out to Amad Diallo, the Manchester United wonder kid scoring that wonder goal for Ivory Coast. Massive shout out to Anthony Elanga for coming in and scoring for his Sweden under-21s twice, 2 games in a row. Massive shout out for Hannibal Mejbri for playing for Tunisia, playing for his native country. And massive shout out to Marcus Rashford, fam, for captaining his country for the first time, coming in with 100 goals in 23 years of age. Massive shout out to him. Love goes out to Danny van de Beek. He's no injury, he won't be able to play in the Euros, but he'll be able to rest up and come back fresh for his second season at Manchester United. Big up yourself, people. This has been extra time. You guys have been awesome. Remember, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe somewhere down there if you're new. Spread this with your friends, because this is the only place on the internet where you can get that Jamaican American views on football, that heavy bias to Manchester United. Again, bless it yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Manners.